Yo, Bitcoin, crypto, it's all just one big scam, right? First Bitcoin was supposed to be a currency. I don't know about you. When's the last time you tried to use it as a currency? Visa's way faster. Then it turned into a store of value. Well, look at the price action here. Would you say your value from 69K down to 17K is a big store value? We'll be going all into this in this video and a little bit more. So before we get into it, smack the likes, smack the subscribes, and we're powered by. So today we're getting news. It was actually last night that the testnet for Ethereum's proof of work to proof of stake merge was highly successful on the G testnet. Wonderful, lovely, but everybody and their great grandmother is saying we're going to the moon. We're like $1,900. We're going to continue going, right? I mean, we're going to have this merge on the actual Ethereum blockchain, and we're probably going to break all-time highs. That is what everybody is saying. You're seeing that all over crypto Twitter, all the articles being pushed out by the crypto mainstream media. We're seeing that right now. Everybody's hyped up. Bitcoin's going to hit 100K. We're seeing this all over the place, guys. Especially, there's a lot of people really pushing this, guys, and they're really taking advantage of people because obviously the one that controls the narrative will control the price. So we're seeing all this hype for this merge, which is awesome. Congratulations on the testnet. Congrats to the ETH devs. They did it. It's been a while that we've been waiting for a long time, but still they did it. Awesome. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see the actual merge happen. I'd love to see gas fees go down, even though it doesn't seem likely. But the point is, though, that is a very positive and a very optimistic thing that's going on. The problem is now you have the market makers, the people that are controlling the narrative, taking that narrative and utilizing it to control the retailers. Same thing when it comes to Bitcoin, guys. Like I said in the beginning of the video, wasn't Bitcoin a currency? Right? It's a currency, right? We use it to buy things. Have you tried to buy a coffee with it? Have you tried to actually use it? And over here on the good old Google, it says the Bitcoin network can currently process just under 4 transactions per second. 4 transactions per second. 4. Visa can do about 65,000 per second. That is a little ridiculous. Obviously, you're not gonna sit there and wait. I'll wait maybe 2 hours for my coffee. You know what I mean? I got my coffee right here. I'll wait a couple hours. You're not gonna do that. You're just gonna swipe your card. Actually, I mean, I prefer the tap to pay, but you're probably just gonna tap to pay and be on your way. So yeah, obviously, Bitcoin's not going to be a currency. I understand the Lightning Network, but from my understanding, it's very centralized, and I mean, it's not really Bitcoin in my humble opinion. I know they're actually using Bitcoin. It's an L2. I get it, but I'm not really bullish on that. I think that will allow for a lot more manipulation and all that not so good stuff that Bitcoin was designed for. And then, so up next, though, like I said in the beginning, guys, store of value. Well, of course, I mean, if you live in a country that has a terrible currency, which is pretty much every other country besides the US, because I'm not just saying that to float my boat or to say, oh, like America's great, because I mean, I think we have a lot of problems, but we do have the global reserve currency. So basically, the US dollar is king until it's not king, though. One day it won't be king, so we'll see how that plays. But look, I mean, 69K, 17K, I mean, well, that's a great store of value. I get it, though. I do understand if you hold for at least 5 years, which actually is invalidated now, because if you held back here at the top until now, well, we did hit it. So I guess now you got to say if you held for 7 years, you'll be in profit. We'll see if that actually continues to play out and if that thesis stays true. So that store of value thing for long periods of time, if you think in decades, yeah, probably will be the case and probably will work out. But still, just watch out for the narrative. They're trying to pump things up. I'm still waiting for the narrative because it happened before. It will happen again. The Bitcoin halving narrative. It happened, I believe, if I remember correctly, because I remember them pumping this up a year before. I think it was like 15 months before the halving. They're pumping it up like, yo, supply shock's going to hit Bitcoin and it got to go a moon because, supply and demand, Econ 101. Guys, they just control the narrative and they dump that thing like crazy. Pumped up, buy the rumor, sell the news. So please do not fall for that little scam as well. So I already talked about the store value, currency. The inflation hedge obviously not working out so well. It's going down as well. I already talked about the Ethereum testnet. But the thing is, what narrative's next? Is it going to be the halving narrative? Which one's coming out? It does seem like they're really going to be playing off this Ethereum right now because Ethereum's pumping. They're like, oh yeah, Ethereum's going to flip Bitcoin, man. It's just going to keep going. It's going to be amazing. Let's just compare market caps for, funsies. As we can see, the market cap for good old Bitcoin is about $468 billion. Ethereum's $230 billion. It has to do at least a double. You let me know if that's really going to happen, okay? I don't mean to poop on anybody's boat, but yeah, it's, it is what it is. But we also see, good old BlackRock coming in, guys. We've talked about BlackRock. I see the pros. Obviously there's a lot of money there. It's institutions. I get it, $10 trillion under assets under management. Bullish, right? So initial thought was bullish. But then you look at all the things they own, you see what's really going on, the connections they have. They've really helped out with what happened in the past 2 years, with the health crisis. So I don't know. I'm not really bullish on that because I think they're just here to really help control things. Probably will use that money to lobby for regulation. Probably will hurt the little guy, but it will help the big guy, aka BlackRock. So I'm not really bullish on that, but that is the narrative that, oh wow, they're going to be buying so much Bitcoin, man. They're going to buy so much because they have a lot of money. I mean, they might, but they could also buy OTC over the counter. It doesn't affect the price. So watch out for that. And I forgot to mention that we have good old Bitcoin Mt. Gox Dumperinsky coming this month. Apparently, the Mt. Gox people, if you're unaware, with all these exchanges going down, we did a whole live stream about it to go in major detail because it was very necessary. But anyways, Mt. Gox was an exchange that was insolvent in 2011, but went under in 2014. So went under in 2014, and the people that had Bitcoin on there, because it was the biggest exchange at the time, they're only getting their crypto back, estimated for later this month. I'm just saying, a lot of them got in under like $30. So do you think they're gonna hodl, or are they gonna dump it? I think they're gonna dump it. But hey, it doesn't really matter what they do. It matters what the narrative, the people that are controlling the narrative. If the market maker pushes this narrative, it's like, yeah, they're gonna dump, or yeah, it's gonna pump, like they're not actually gonna hold. They could use this narrative to really push this down. Because right now we are rallying up. Bitcoin is looking pretty nice right now. Everybody's getting super excited. But guys, on this channel, you guys subscribe to this channel because we keep it level-headed here. Like we're not sitting here saying, oh, Moon Boy, like we're going to $1 million. Yes, of course, I may say that sometimes. Obviously, it's to get people's attention. But you guys know what's really going on here. We're still in a downtrend. Still in a downtrend. I mean, it's not lying. Like I could sit here and say we're bullish, we're going to the moon, but I would be lying. I'd be disingenuous or whatever the word is. We're still in a downtrend. Watch out for that. Just watch out for that. We're going to dump. And a few other things here I have on my notes. Yeah, guys. So inflation yesterday, we talked on last night's live stream that so inflation was like 0.2% or 0.0. I forget the exact number, but basically it was less than expected. So guys, market's pumping, Bitcoin going, S&P to the moon, man. Must be bull market. I mean, we just had that. It was an Inflation Reduction Act where they only printed $750 billion. Apparently, if you only do $750 billion, it won't hurt inflation. It won't go up anymore. So I guess that's cool, right? Obviously not, guys. It does hurt inflation. You wonder why we have such bad inflation. They're printing money. They got the printer going brr. So watch out for that. Also, guys, just be aware that we're not in a recession because we changed the definition. Once again, guys, narratives is the key thing here. We changed the definition of a recession, so we're not in one. Interesting. So, I mean, I don't know. I speculate that if we don't admit it, sooner rather than later, we're probably going to enter a Great Depression. Unless they change that. Maybe they'll change the definition of that too. Interesting. I guess only time will tell. We changed a lot of definitions recently, especially in the past 2 years. Just keep in mind, guys, Fed is still quantitative tightening where they're not actually, they're printing money right now. But technically, they're still QT. There are increasing rates. But I do understand that the market has priced in rates to be between 3 to 3.5 by the end of the year because that's what they've said. But they've also said in the last, Fed meeting that they do not plan on speaking too far to the future because they know the market will react to it and they don't want to manipulate things like they don't already do. So you guys, that right there is that. Basically, guys, be careful. I don't think crypto is a scam. Like this whole thing is one big scam. But I believe if you fall victim to the narratives, then yes, it is a massive scam because they will manipulate you. I remember personally when I got into crypto, 2017. I remember this time right here, guys. All the big tubers. I was watching them. Bam! Buy the dip. Best buying opportunity. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. We're going to keep going. Oh, wait. We didn't keep going. Oh. They're like, you know what, guys? Second best buying opportunity right here. We're going, guys. You better hop on the ship because if not, you miss the bottom. Oh, okay. We're going back down. This time we made a lower low. Oh, but guys, it's even a better buying opportunity. Buy. By then, I mean, people don't have money. And then, we're going back to the moon. Okay, well, maybe, we trade sideways here and then, psh. Yeah, so this right here and this time frame really pissed me off with the YouTubers because they all just lied or they just were unaware of what was really going on. And, I want to believe that people are good people and they would not be lying, but I do believe some were. And the majority, I think they probably just fell victim to the narratives So please just keep that in mind. Do not fall victim to the narratives, because that right there is what will lose you a lot of money. And is there a narrative that, like recently, or one you think will happen with Bitcoin or with just crypto in general that I missed? Please let me know down below. Just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. Please just don't get caught up with them. Bitcoin, yeah, we could keep pumping. We could see 30K, but I think that'd probably be a great time to start, shorting Bitcoin. But hey, it is what it is, and only time will tell. So thank you guys for tuning in. Smack those likes, smack those subscribes, and you guys know how it goes. Until next time, may the gains be with you.